Hello, dear students! Today's lesson is about some workbook exercises and some cross-curricular topics. So let's go on together. So let's continue with the exercise. We're going to fill in the list of the sentences given here with appropriate word or phrase. We have create, range from, depend on, high quality and audience. So we're going to put all these words and phrases in the appropriate form in the appropriate sentence. Let's read them one by one. There is a variety of music in the film. It ranges from classical to electronic. Ranges from is the right phrase. They create instruments from vegetables. Create is the right verb to put in here. The success of a film depends on choosing the right director and cast. Depends on is the right phrase. The orchestra produces high-quality sounds using vegetables. High quality is the right expression. The audience clapped at the end of the performance. So, audience is the right way to fill in the sentence, the right word. So, have a look at the words that we actually used to fill in the sentences properly. Let's go on with another exercise. We're going to match the words to make phrases. So, have a look at the phrases we formed together. We have string, instrument. We have ancient, times. We have made, from. Metal, strings. We have royal, chords, and traditional music. So these are the phrases we formed together from the list of the words we had here. Let's go on with the text. So, it's an interesting text about how our eyes work. There is a picture here of explaining how our eyes work, but the most important part is to read the text and go on with some new words together. Let me read the text for you. Our eyes help us see and enjoy the world around us. They also help us judge distances and separate dark and light. But do you know how you see? The eye is made of three parts. The outer part includes the cornea, which contains fluid, and the sclera, which is the white of the eye. The middle part contains the lens. The inner part contains the retina. When you look at an object, what you really see in the light that is reflected from that object? Light comes out in through the cornea. The fluid bends the light and sends it to the lens. The lens focuses the light onto the retina. To see objects near us, the lens becomes smaller. To see objects further away, the lens becomes larger. The retina contains nerves which help us see dark and light. These nerves create vibrations that send messages to our brain. Our brain understands them and tells what we can see. So that is the text about how our eyes work, and be careful with the picture given here because we're going to deal with some exercise together after that. But before we go on with the exercises, let me read some new words we actually used at the text together. So the first one is judge, estimate, pra themi gjykoj, separate, to tell apart, ndaj. Outer is located on the outside of something, pra diçka që qëndron anash. The cornea, the clear skin covering the eye, cornea. Contain fluid, to consist of fluid, pra e lëngshme. për mban lëng. The sclera, the white of the eye, pra pjesa e bardhë e syrit. The lens, part of the eye behind the pupil, pra lentja. The inner, inside, pra brenda, themi në shqip. Retina, the area at the back of the eye, pra retina. Reflect, to send back light, pra të reflektoj. Bend, to curve, so nerve, long thin fiber that transmit messages between the brain and the body, pra nervat, create vibration. And focus, to concentrate on, pra të fokusohesh. These were some of the new words we went through together at the text. Be careful with those words because we're going to use them in some other exercises together. So, let's go on with the exercise related to the text by giving answers to the questions. So, the first one, how many parts have your eyes got? 3 parts is the first answer. Which part of the eye contains the sclera? The outer part of the eye. So we find that information at the text. Where is the retina? When the light in the inner part of the eye. So, what happens when light hits the eye? When the light hits the eye, the fluid in the cornea bends the light and sends it to the lens. Then the lens focuses the light onto the retina. So we found that information at the text again. Number 5, why does the lens change? And how? It changes to see the object near us, and the lens becomes smaller. To see objects further away, the lens becomes longer. And then, how can we separate dark and light? Again, we have that information at the text. The retina contains nerves which help us see dark and light. They create vibrations and send messages to the brain. The brain then tells us what to see. So be careful with the text by keeping in mind always the new word, and while you read, maybe you can underline the answers or the main points you're going through at the section related to answer these questions. Let me actually introduce you with a homework for next time. You are going to write a few sentences on how your eyes work and use the diagram as I told you before, the picture at the text and the new words we went through together. So, I want to thank you for your attention and see you next time. Goodbye!